a 50-state tour this year. But at the end of my Australia tour earlier this year in New Zealand, in Auckland, I exacerbated an injury that I had sustained on Temple of Doom tour. Or was it, I don't think it was Temple of Doom tour, I think it was Collapse of Modern Society. I have a disc in my back. One of the connectors between my vertebrae is a little funny. It likes to move to the left a little bit out of place sometimes. And I'm not going to do a 50-state tour and have that keep happening and be a cripple when I'm older. So I decided to spread my shows out. So that is why, guys, I'm not able to do the 50-state tour. So I'm sorry. Touring is hard work, and I'm getting old. You know, I started doing Lil Darkie when I was fucking 19, and now I'm gonna be 27 this year in October, 26 right now, and I'm getting too fucking old to be jumping around and screaming at you. So I'm gonna be working on some music over the next, year or two. I want to start releasing music under my real name, Joshua Hamilton, and doing some new kinds of things where I can be a little more chill and musical about it. And so maybe I'll be able to tour again for longer periods of time in a couple years, in a year or two. But for now, that's just not happening. It's just not happening as a Lil Darkie for my own health. And also, I have a lot of things going on at home that I need to attend to. I have to be there for family for various reasons. And I'm just not comfortable being away from home for long periods like I used to. So if you missed out on seeing me on tour in the past, that sucks because it's not happening. So come see me. Next year, I'm still going to do shows, probably more like weekend shows. Like I'll come somewhere and do a show or two for a weekend, but no more long tours for now because it's just too hard on me and my body and on the relationships that I have with my family. I have to be there for them and shit like that. It's mad important. And that to me is honestly more important than going on tour constantly every year like most artists do. It's hard. And it's not my favorite part of the job, honestly. All the shows that I have announced, yes, are happening. So I'm doing all those. That's why they're so spread out, though. That's why there's not 50 states. I wanted to do all 50 states, but maybe I'll have to save that for some. Do a tour with Peeling Flesh. They can't say anything about it right now. And you didn't hear it from me. But there may be a show with them soon. So, shout out Peeling Flesh. Shout out the Slam guys. But yeah, I'm writing music with my acoustic guitar so that as Joshua Hamilton in a year or two, I'll be able to tour and sing to you guys. Wouldn't that be nice? That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Especially as you guys keep getting older too and your knees start getting crazy. We can't mosh as much, so it'll be fun. But yeah, also, I wanted to address the rumors regarding my fan base. Because I see some people still to this day saying, Lil Darkie's fans, they're all little kids. Maybe before, okay? But people get older, and these are my statistics on Spotify. You can see very few of them are under the age of 18. Most of my fans are 18 to 24 or 25 to 34. It's like 70 or 80% of them. So we're all getting a little, gray to be doing this shit, okay? And I'm being exaggerated and I'm making jokes, but so yeah, that's it, No, I'm not going to be doing Europe. Sorry to all you Europeans. I've done Europe 3 times. I've done Australia twice. It's just not in the cards right now. There's a lot going on that I'm not going to, talk about on live because it's personal. But it's just not in the cards, I'm just doing what I can handle. So, if you guys want to get on a flight to the good old US of A, I know it's a weird time to be doing that, but you'll be fine, I hope, and pull up and come see a show if you can. And if you can't, because I know most people can't afford to do that, I am sorry. But that is what it is. But thank you guys for being fans anyway, and for being supportive. This is just an era for me, a little period of my career where I have to worry more about my family and my life, because I've been going fucking hard for quite a few years now with the touring. I've done like 3 U.S. tours already. This is going to be the 4th one, A lot of crazy shit I've done. So I just got to take a little break. Especially with the injury, you know what I'm saying? And I've been doing physical therapy, and I feel good, but I'm not trying to make it screwed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to screw up my shit for the rest of my life. That wouldn't be nice. Because I do want to tour when I'm older. I want to be able to handle long tours. It's just the kind of shows that I'm putting on, underground rap band kind of punk type fusion shows. They're difficult and hard on the body and on my voice. That's also part of the reason. They're really hard on my voice. Because a lot of the songs that you hear, I didn't record them with live music in mind. You have to keep that in mind, A lot of my most popular music and my earlier music, I did not record with live performance translation in mind. Now, I've translated a lot of them to live as best I can, but like songs like AMV and shit like that, like that's me like screaming with like horrible form and doing it in a way where like you can't possibly, and punching in, where you can't possibly replicate live, it's not good for your voice. So going forward, I'm recording all of my music, or a lot of my music, with the intention of being able to recreate it live and take care of my voice and stuff. But touring as Lil Darkie is difficult for, the vocal cords. It's hard on the body. So that is why the 50-state tour is indefinitely postponed. I do hope to do a 50-state tour at some time in my life, but just maybe not under the Lil Darkie project. Maybe as Joshua Hamilton. That'd be nice. Yeah, I've been practicing my scales and stuff, learning how to play scales really poorly. Just like learning my way around the fretboard, I'm learning like how music theory works. That's hard. Music theory is hard. But I'm just learning how I have these right here. I'll show you guys. I have these right here. I don't know if they're like mirrored or flipped in the phone, but I have like guitar scales here that I stare at and I play. Because I'm learning how, I've spent a lot of my career in music learning how to do shit by feel. I've just been like feeling how the songs are supposed to be, not knowing how, all these chord progressions work and all that stuff. So I'm learning that, and it's been fun to know, oh, that's why this works. When are the tickets dropping? Why can't I buy them? You can. They're on my website. They're flipped? Yeah, go figure. I'm going to start responding to you guys. So, ask questions or say things, I'm going to start looking at what you guys are saying. Let me put this down. Because I'm nervous playing on a live stream. It's weird playing when I know people can see me, but I can't see you. Let's see, what are you saying? Would you ever tour with Suicide Boys at Grade A? Ugh, I don't know about that. That sounds like a recipe for people being mean. I'm not in the business of having people be mean to me every day. What? No. Sing Do You Love Me? Okay, I'll try to do that at the end of this live. Will you be releasing new merch anytime soon? Yes, we're working on it. The tariffs thing kind of fucked it a little bit, because we work with people overseas to make our music from, different countries and stuff, to make the shit, and that fucked up the importing of products. And it's because you can't make some of this shit in the United States. We don't have the factories or the capabilities of doing it at all. So, but now shit's back on the, we made this hat. It's a nice hat. Check it out. Small dark one. Nice. Cool details. Little small dark camo here, and then a little embroidery on the brim. We're trying to bring equality. This hat also is going to be 4 hats in one. This is Velcro, and there's 2 other patches that it's going to come with. So, you got 3 hats in one. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Are you going to do country music? Nah, probably more like, folk, fusion stuff, playing the guitar, singing, doing what. I'll just do whatever, whatever. I just want to make music under my real name soon. But I kind of want to, finish this year because I got a lot of Darkie stuff in the works. So the rest of this year is all Darkie focused for me. I'm missing you in Nashville because I leave the day before. That blows. Can you please come back to Sacktown? I literally am. It's on the tour poster. I just posted it today. If you read the tour poster, you can see all the cities that I'm going to. Who is on the album, or is it a solo album? The album coming out next week is a solo album, and I got a couple more projects coming this year that I've been working on that I'm very excited for. What's up, Scott? Welcome to the live. Just seeing the notification that you joined. Do you think learning music theory will take your rap to the next level? Let me correct your statement a little bit. My learning of music theory will bring my music to the next level, not necessarily just my rap, Just whatever music I work on, I think will be improved and made different by my knowledge of music and how it works, the mathematics of music. I realize I'm reading these kind of slow. Let me go to the more recent ones. Have I announced the Zimbabwe show yet? No, I have not. I have not called it. I have not announced the show in Zimbabwe yet. Coming soon. Do you mind saying how many songs are on the album? You mean Yang? It's 11. There's 11 songs. You're going to do a metal album? No. I'm going to do an album with metal stuff on it, but I'm not a genre guy where I'm like, I'm going to do a whole album that's this genre. I get bored easy, so I'm not trying to do that. You're going to end up making vinyls. Yes. They're coming. Can I show you guys this? I think I'm allowed to show you guys this. We got the test pressings, and we're just working on the art proofs right now. This is disc 1, because Swamp is 2 vinyls. This is Swamp. I don't know if there's information here I'm not supposed to show you. Yep. This is Swamp. It's coming. Swamp's right there. What do we got else over here? I think there's a couple more over here. They're somewhere. But yeah, we got a bunch of albums that we're working on. They're coming. On the way. On the way. Darkie-themed microplastics when? Soon. Soon. Darkie-themed microplastics are coming, guys. This guy is coming soon. He's on the way. You can have him if you want and take good care of him. Let me put him back over here and the shelf. Yeah. Let's see what's going on over here. Is Yang more calm or aggressive? It has its variety, but it's more calm. So let me explain. Yin I made when I was a kid. Really a kid, mentally. Very innocent, very new to this whole fame and music thing. And it's very, me just enjoying, this, what felt like permanence. And then Yang is me more mature and kind of speaking about impermanence and acceptance and loss and new connections, and it's kind of about letting go. I kind of felt like I didn't want to do Yang for a long time because so many people were asking for it, and also I didn't even know what it would be, and now I kind of finally felt like it was time to make it because I feel like a completely different person than when I made that first album. So I feel like it's an appropriate time to make kind of its antithesis. So yeah, that's what Yang is. So music-wise, it's a little more on the chill side, but it has a wide variety of genres on it. Did I reflect back on Yin during Yang? Yes, but only for the intro track, mainly. I did. You'll be able to hear. Yang is really good, and you guys should be excited. I'm going to pin this from Calder, who produced some of the songs and helped with the mixing of some of the songs on this project. Shout out Calder, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. The chat is getting unhinged. Good thing I can't see all of it. I'm about Detroit and Chicago. I did that last year. You know what I didn't do last year on my Temple of Doom tour? I didn't go to Texas. I didn't go to like a bunch of places in the South. So guess what? This year, I'm doing a 10-show tour that goes through the South. Around the area, like in Ohio and stuff, to make up for the fact that I'm not going through the northern route this time. But it is what it is, you know. What's your problem with Alabama? You know what? Good idea. Next year, I'll see about doing a little one-off show in Alabama. I don't know. It's just like not the first thing that comes up when you go to book a tour. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to book a tour, but it's not as easy as you'd think. Especially for an independent artist such as myself, it is different. Are you going to come back to Germany again? Yeah, I'd love to come back to Europe for sure. I've just done it like, I think 3 years in a row, and it's time for me to just take a little time off from doing Europe tour. It's hard going over there. Europe is difficult to travel in, low key, in ways that you'll never know unless you try it. Will Freddie prod more of you? I don't know what that question means. I don't know if the grammar... I can't assume what you're trying to ask. You guys do Canada tour or at least a show? Yeah, definitely. I love Canada. You went to Australia already, right? Yup. I did, and it was hella fun. Any advice for guitar beginners? Just start playing some shit you like. Learn some songs that you like. Just learn how to play some songs that you enjoy. That's fun. What's your favorite artist right now? Oh, my gosh. Oh, so many. May Simones. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering that. May Simones is a great artist recently that I discovered. She's phenomenal at singing and playing guitar, so I love her new project. That's fire. So keep reading these. Darkie, I've been to all your Cincy concerts. I want to meet you so much. Hell yeah, dude. What do you think of the crowd in Salt Lake? They're fucking crazy every time. Excited to be there this year. Will there be a cat song on Yang? No. That's just a conversation that I had with my grandfather that was recorded, and I just wanted to put it in the song. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to put that in there. You need to release a bathing suit. It would be perfect for summer. I did that already. Might bring it back. If you like. Might bring it back next year. But we'll see. Products are not the thing that I concern myself with first and foremost. They just end up getting made because I'm a creative person, so I like design stuff. Me and Plague design stuff together. Biggest artist influences on Yang? I'm genuinely wondering because I never asked. Deftones. Earl Sweatshirt influenced the song on there. Claro and like indie music inspired some shit on there. And then just like New Jabes a little bit, you know. I love New Jabes. Stuff like that. Reading your comments. You should release more music, my guy. There's an album next week. Motherfucker, there's an album next week. just like, just have fun, man. You know, like, I don't know. I've had my fun. I've had my viral era. I've had like a lot of crazy times. So like with my music and stuff, I'm just trying to make a living and have fun and provide for my people. That's pretty much my goal for music, is just have fun doing it. You know, does MK Ultra help you with the makeup? No, he does not. And no, the makeup is not inspired by MK, although he did have a clown/mime era that he went through. My turn. We will all be clowning around on tour though together, so it'll be very fun. I'd say he's more like jestery. My vibe with this is more clowny, but he's been more like kind of on the like jester vibe, you know. We're all kind of like little weird jokesters though, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of how we are. Just like telling jokes, you know, being funny guys, you know. Haha, you know. What's your In-N-Out order? Double with well done cheese fry and the pink lemonade. But I'm trying to avoid eating shit like that because, you know, it's not good for you to do all the time. Did you have to shave your entire head to do the clown makeup? I don't have to, but like I choose to because I think it looks crazy. It looks pretty crazy. When's another cult classic interview? I hope to do one soon. I just like giving a little time between interviews so it's not just like redundant, you know, so you can actually tell things have changed. There's a new reason to actually, you know, I don't do interviews often, so I'm waiting until this number drops down a little lower to try and play some shit for y'all if I can. And then I'll end the live. Do you listen to Tool? Not all the time, but like I have listened to Tool. They're fire. They're a good band. Tool is lit. In-N-Out is Cheeks. Dude, what? What are you talking about? Is Calder going to be on this tour? Yes. Hello, brother. What is going on, Lope? What's going on, Dylan? How are you guys doing? You got to tell us how you got Robin the Hammer to open in Kansas. Because he's the GOAT, dude. He's going to be, I think he might open up for a few more shows for me this year. He's sick. Who's opening for the tour? Just random people in random cities. There's no set openers or anything like that as of right now. Are you religious? No, but I am spiritual and I love spirituality, and I do believe in higher crazy powers than us, for sure. I don't know like what it is. I've just had experiences in my life, if you know what I'm saying. Ooh, reading more of these things. They come in so fast. It's so overstimulating. All these words from random people popping up right around here on the screen, right here. Is Corpse doing good? I don't know. Why don't you ask him? I talked to him a few months ago. He seems to be doing good, but I don't know, you know. Nature is my religion. Sick. That's sick. I love nature. And plants. And animals. Will you do meet and greets possibly? So, on this tour coming up, no. But next year, I have a fun little thing that I've never done planned that I'm hoping to do called a movie theater tour, where I hope to do a tour all throughout the United States where I send my team on the road to do movie theater showings, where we book movie theaters and we show my music videos, some unreleased music videos, some released ones, some of my documentaries unreleased, some documentaries that are released, you know, just should have like a movie theater show. So tickets are a little cheaper. You can show up and have like a fun night and hang out and get some merch and whatever. And then at some of those, I want to show up and do meet and greets. So, yeah, there'll be some meet and greets next year. But it'll not be like during a live show setting. It'll be during more of a art expo type movie theater tour thing, you know. What's it like being an independent artist, and how do you stay afloat, and how do you manage everything? With help from people I trust and love, and it is not that easy, but it is rewarding, and it's a good job, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. It's a fun job, and I'm glad that I get to do it. I'm very grateful for it. Make a song with Suicide Boys. No. Shout out to Suicide Boys. But not gonna happen probably. They probably don't want to do that with me. If they did, that'd be cool, but you can't just do things, you know. Zilla X Darkie. No. Not gonna happen for obvious reasons to most of the people in here. Not gonna happen. Have you been living under a rock? No. Breakins X Darkie. Shout out Breakins. Breakins is so fire. But no. Not gonna probably happen. The thing about Lil Darkie, guys, is that it's very insular. It's its own thing. You know? It's its own thing. So collabs, they can happen. I'd love to. But I'm not gonna just I don't go out of my way to do shit like that. I don't hit people up and ask oftentimes. Very often to do things. Yeah. What is your favorite food? Probably udon right now. I just got back from Japan, so probably udon. I love udon. So good. So good. Do you ever plan to move on from Darkie and go under your own name or something like that? Yeah, I talked about that earlier in the live. You might have joined after I talked about that. But yes, that is a plan that I have for next year, is to start releasing music under my own name and taking it easy, you know? Chilling, you know? Making some more chill vibes. Whatever vibe I feel like, really. But just kind of want to, you know, do some more singer-songwriter stuff, at least, to start that off. And then it'll evolve into whatever it becomes. Favorite spot in Japan? There's this one udon spot in the subway. I think it's on the way to the Yotsubashi line in Osaka in the subway. Or maybe it's the Mito, or one of the lines. There's a udon spot underneath in the subway. And that shit... So good, bro. So good. So delicious. I had it on my last day there, so that was sick. Why don't you ship your merch to South America? Beats me, dude. I don't know. I don't do that. I don't take care of that. I don't know. Probably because it's like shit gets lost in the mail or something. I don't know. How long do you plan on touring before stopping? I don't know. Just going with the flow, man. You know, just going with the flow. What are your thoughts on anime? One Piece. One Piece is sick, hard to watch, just because it's like so fucking long. It's all shonen, so it's so hard to watch. And I love anime. I love Ghibli. I'm a huge Ghibli enjoyer. How did you get on Voidstar? I'm friends with the Grim Salvo guys. I love them. They were gracious enough to invite me to be on their project with Witchy, and that shit was sick. Love them. They're sick. Me and Moss have some stuff that we've been working on. Shout out Spen. Shout out the homie. You know, we're just working on. There's a lot of connections there. I think I'm going to see them later this month, so that's fun. And yeah, they're sick. Do I like bacon? Yes, too much. After seeing you in person, I'm happy to view you as a person and not just an artist. I feel like it's easy to forget your favorite artist is just another human. That is true. Will you join Haunted House? No, I will not join Haunted House. It's not my... I'm kind of done with collectives, I think. Post Spider Gang, just not gonna do that again. It's difficult being in a collective. It's a lot. It's a big commitment. Any kind of guitar work on the Yang album? Yes, quite a bit. I have a question. Please, I want to come to your concert, but I'm not sure if there's an age for AZ. Just look on the website. It'll tell you. It'll tell you on the website most of the time if you just look around. What happened to Spider Gang? It ended. Do you play Elden Ring? Not right now, but I did. I have phases with video games. I don't often play video games for like a long time. Genuinely going to stop eating meat because of some realizations I had on psychedelics. That's totally cool. You know, I had a realization at the start of this year that was, I didn't realize it, but I wasn't being thankful for the food I was eating. Let's talk about this. Do you ever think about the fact that you eat food all the time and you're not very thankful for it every time? Sometimes you are, and it might be different for everyone, but sometimes you just get some food and you just start fucking eating it, and you don't say thank you for the food. Do you think about that? Because things had to live and die to be your food, because you're never really eating things that weren't alive, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a little bit of plastic here and there, you know. But most things that you eat were alive. So why don't we say thank you? And so then that brings us to the thing. Most people, they say grace when they eat like an important meal or something because it's a religious tradition. You know, on Easter or Christmas, we all hold hands and say grace. But I think, I had a realization earlier this year that it's important to kind of do a little mini grace every time you eat something, if you can remember to. Just to, no, I'm not faded. I've actually been sober all year. This is just how I am. I've been sober all year. Since the start of this year is my resolution to be completely sober. I've been stone cold sober, I'm telling you. This is just how I am. Food is important. And it's important to be thankful for the food that you eat, because it had to be alive for you to be alive, and you should be thankful for it. Even if it's just a thought. You don't have to pray. You can just be like, thanks, pig and wheat or whatever, for being alive so I can eat you. Thank you. Because that acknowledgement, life is sacred, and acknowledging that something had to die for you to eat it is important. And I don't think you have to be high to realize that. You just have to have empathy. And we live in a world where we're so beaten down by like all this shit that's going on that we lose empathy. We lose... being empathetic is like weird to people. They think it's like dramatic or strange, but it's like not. Being empathetic is just normal. It's normal to be like, oh, like, you know, something had to live for me to be alive still. Like, I could die. And if I died and something ate me, I'd want it to be thankful. And maybe it won't. But you have the choice. And so you should make the choice to be thankful. And even if you're vegan or vegetarian, something still has to die for you to be alive. And its concept of life may be different from your subjective point of view than like an animal, because it's not as similar to you. But still, it had to live. Plants are alive, and they feel, and they hear, and they see. I think that. So, A1 Yap Sesh complete about being thankful for food. Yeah, we've been brainwashed to cringe at kindness. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. People, it's like considered abnormal to care about things. Kind of weird. It's almost like somebody benefits from us not caring about each other or anything. Someone. Wonder who it is. Reading your comments, reading your comments, reading your comments, your comments. Will you release more comics on your website? Yes, I plan on it. There's been a lot going on. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, so many of these. I think kindness in that type of way is overlooked and looked down upon. Yeah. Yes. Can you play Banana Pie or Black Sheep on tour? I will probably do both of them. I will do both of them. Age restrictions on tour? It'll say on the website, but I'm pretty sure most, if not all, the shows don't have any drastic age restrictions. But you'll know when you go to buy the tickets. What languages do you speak? English. And I can understand some basic Japanese and, yeah. And a little, I guess, like, barely any Spanish. Like, it's mainly English I speak. I'm not bilingual. Unfortunately, I did not learn my mother's tongue, Tamilian, from India. I did not learn that growing up. It just didn't stick with me. But I think it's a beautiful language, and I love hearing my family sing in Tamil. Do you hate your old self, or are you happy that you got the chance to change? I don't hate my old self. I'm definitely glad to be able to be alive right now and to have the chance to be a better person every day. And I'm still changing and getting better, and that is nice. It is nice. Would you slime me out for $100? Oh, no, Chris. No, I would not. Are you planning on making more music or a new album? Alright, I'm not even gonna answer that. Yes. I'll answer that. Yes, the answer is yes. Do you like Bakugan or Beyblade? I love both of them. I grew up fucking with both of those. Are you happy with how far you've come? Hell yeah. Alright. If no new kind of questions start coming up, and they're all kind of redundant, then I'm going to get to the end of this. Will you write a book? Yes, I'm working on a children's book. Because I love children's books. They're sick. I grew up fucking with a lot of children's books like The Hungry Caterpillar, Goodnight Moon, bangers. I'm working on a children's book that addresses death and loss, because as a child, as a 3-year-old child, I would run into my parents' room crying. Mommy, Daddy, am I gonna die? What's gonna happen? Why don't I know what's going on after I die? Why doesn't anyone know? It would freak me out. So I'm working on a book that actually talks about that. Something on TV, eating chips out the bag, and I'm sitting right beside you. You have fire in your eyes. I wanna be the one you cry to, somewhere to lie your head down. And if it all would fall, I wish that I was none at all without you. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Watching something on a screen till there's nothing left inside you. Rip your eyes out of your head. You let anything define you. I wish that you were free. I wish that you could see that you would be nothing at all without me. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Or do you love me? I love you. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Don't give up. Bye. Yang dropping next week. See you then.